be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. Like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brissett going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
Watch the edge. Hunt, 60-foot, weak.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying the these passes out there, he's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a way. Shoot. 36. Back. Check 24. Check hot route.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Whip. Watch the whip. Mike check 33. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check the roll. West.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Trying to get it that time to Stills. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Colts.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Set, ready, fire, read. 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
Set on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Throwing again on second down. Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On third down, Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on fourth down. Now Brissett on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Lamar Miller. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
24. Slam. Hey, 59. And let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Watson just beating the play clock. Forced out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Slam. 54. 26 mark.
Throwing again is Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Here we go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Houston.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 13. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert. Patsy. Tight dog.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Strip that ball. 59. Hey, 59. No. Get him. You got him. Switch. Hey, 59. Get him. Show it out.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
And based on my math, They've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loop. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
You go tight. 59. Hey, 59. Check. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Buddy up. Mike 20. Crunch time, defense. Check 9. X3. Hey, Mike 20. Undercrunch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the 16-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Under 10.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They begin the drive with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 3.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
On third down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20. Seven-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
I'm coming.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brissett now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 19, 39. Hey, watch the safety creep. Put the boys down, he's coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is QT, complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike said 33.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Good gain on the play. It's 4th down.
check 49, check 49. 64, weak.
Fourth down, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. Hines. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jump.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. And now look at him go. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
His throw caught at about the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
1st and goal, Houston.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Shift. Big down, alert. Hey, 59. He goes to use you. Hey, me. 58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing now, Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for it.
And my goodness, another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, 25. Ball trot. 25. Motion.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's 2nd down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.